So my name is Azéma. I am a singer. I'm also the director of the Boston Camerata, and I'm also a stage director. Our production called The Knight's Tale is based on a long poem by a certain Jacques Bretel, about 4,000 verses, which is a narrative on an event that actually took place in a small town in the northeast of France called Montmédy and Chauvency. And the Tournoi de Chauvency is that big event which brought in all this glorious youth from all over Europe to basically have a tournament, for sure, but also have entertainment and discuss love and music. So it was considered quite a bit of an event, this tournoi in 1285 in Montmédy. But for me as a singer and for you, the interest is that when Jacques Bretel tells us about the tournament, he actually includes all sorts of musical inserts, so to speak. So he will describe, as people have their jousting, but then he also will describe how the ladies look at this jousting, comment, and when they've had enough and when the day goes down and the night begins, they will take everybody in singing and music making to the castle and will have night's entertainment, namely dances, social games, singing, and conversing about love. And yet it all turns into a large musical week. The tournament lasts for a week. Our production has reduced it to its essential core, a day of jousting and a night of entertainment. So here was the challenge, and this is why I did it. It's because after many years of performing medieval music, suddenly this source was there in front of us, part of a larger manuscript kept at the Bodleian Library in Oxford. And in that manuscript you have other narratives in the same style, so to speak, about chivalry and so forth. But you also have a collection of songs, and you have a collection of ballets, smaller songs, smaller forms. And suddenly this narrative in the middle of this manuscript is there talking incessantly, continuously about music, but doesn't have a single note of music. So the challenge was to share it with the public, to make people feel how music was constantly present. So we have instrumental music, dances, songs, accompanied and unaccompanied, and also to be able to, with the combination of movement, music, lights and design, and the seating of the public, to create an arena where this conversation around love can be developed in a human way that is easily relatable to. To me, as a woman of 2019, what is interesting is to glance backwards, look at these texts, and look at their beauty, their strength, their energy, but also at the trouble that was then already at trying to define what love is and how can you access that love and all the steps that create love and rejection and combat and jousting and so forth. And to then look at my own place, my own music making, my own music theater making in the light of that 1310 piece from northern France, and try to focus on a few powerful ideas that actually feed us today. And I think that is perhaps why we do music of the past, is to comfort ourselves that the troubles and the situations we're in today and the joys we experience, nothing new, you know, and they feed us and they drive us and they break us the same way that people were driven in joy and broken 800 years ago.